Iola 2010 Team to Learn tent. Check out the great stuff, check out the future liner, and come on in and talk to each one of the people because we've got some great stories they're ready to tell. Well, thank you, real guys, smiling today, having a good old time. This is what it's all about. We got perfect weather here today. We've got probably a capacity crowd going to show up, and by the time we're rolling here by the end of the day, you will have seen so many cool things. But today in the Team to Learn tent, if you weren't here earlier this morning, you missed out on a great presentation by my buddy David West. Talked all about 4-speed transmissions and all the things you need to know. We're also having a presentation coming on a little bit later. Rachel Beach, all the way from Orlando, Florida, is here. She's 91 years young, and Rachel is going to tell the story about that beautiful Mercury Comet. It's a 1964. She calls it Chariot. Why is it so special? Well, first of all, 91 years old, but she has driven that car 562,000 miles. That's the original car, still running, still rocking, and she's a great lady, and she's going to tell you about some of the neat adventures. You may have caught her act on TV. She's been covered on the news a couple of times, and she's just a wonderful person to have here. I don't know how you'd miss it. GM's one and only future liner. Now, I shouldn't say one and only because there actually were 12 of them that were made originally back in the late 30s. Finally, here is a display put on by some guy by the name of Fred Beyer. Oh, by the way, that's me. Hot Rod High USA. I'm going to tell about the adventures of what we did in the classroom. Took students and combined their skills in welding, machine tool, foundry, and auto mechanics, and we built cars. And this one that you see right here, this 1923 T-Bucket Roadster was built by a group of students that I had in 2003. It's on loan to us from the guy from Milwaukee that we built it. Since I retired 2 years ago, I've been on the road, and Hot Rod High USA, which is located in Shawano, has now become nationwide. And I have programs that are going from coast to coast, from California to Maryland. And it's all about keeping kids in school and getting them excited about the automotive trades and about having some fun. Jerry is a good guy because we started this thing 3 years ago. And Jerry Kopecki, I didn't have a clue who this guy was. His nickname is the Fonz. And he got in here and he restores these Chrysler 300s. I had my Hot Rod High program, and we did this because of just 2 guys, and we presented for 4 days, all day long. I was on, he was on, I was on, he was on, and we alternated, and each guy did about 4 talks a day. We covered about 8 hours worth of work. And by the time we were done, we said it's a great concept, but we're not going to carry this whole thing. So this has grown year by year. Some things I just wanted to share as I go out the door here. You know, I play honky-tonk piano all the time. But the neat thing is I can shift gears on this thing faster than the guy with an automatic transmission. With a 4-speed relay, but you know what? This thing kicks in here and you get it, it's called Power Brand, all right? And this is what my buddy Billy Joel plays. Does something like this. fast and it's sweet and I do it complete. When I wore a younger man's clothes. Sing us a song with the piano man. Sing us a song tonight. All in the mood for some memories. You got us feeling alright. Well, it was a pretty good crowd for Iola, right?
Yeah.
And old Gene gives me a smile. Does he know that it was me they were coming to see, to play piano for a little bit of a while. And the piano, it sounds like a carnival, and the microphone smells like a beer. And they sit at the bar, they could bring it my job. I said, Fred, what the heck were you doing here? Sing us a song, sing us a song tonight. Because we're all on the move for some memories. You got us feeling alright. That was Billy Joel. He wrote the piano man. We're all over this song. Folks, if you ever get a chance to see me on Tuesday nights at a place called Classics, it's on the North Shore of Shiloh Lake. I do travel around quite a bit, and this is traveling with me. It's been to Milwaukee already, and it was just a giant hit down there for a big comic convention I played for. And I can just see it as another part of the act. You know, like I've always said in show business, you know, you have to have a gimmick, you know. Some guys will wear a sailor's hat or a captain's hat or some goofy thing like that and wonder what that's all about. But in the music business, you can play all night and people the next day won't remember a single song that you'll play, but they'll say, you were the guy with that hot rod keyboard, you were the guy with that little beat up piano, you were the guy with the captain's hat, and that's what they remember out of everything that goes along with that. And so, you know, we've got a lot of cool memories that come away from this, and we've got something special because we were the guys under the tent. And we did a good job. And I say we because you guys were right in there taking, and we entertained them. They really did. They came to the show, and we put the show on, and I congratulate all you guys and say thanks a lot for doing that. So, hey, with that, good night, sweetheart. It's time to go. Good night, sweetheart. It's time to go. Hate to leave you. Really must say good.